What is it about your hobby that keeps you coming all the way out here? Is it the freedom? Wandering in search of that perfect spot? You've made your own path through these hills. Tasted the fresh water of our lakes, our rivers. You've been on the water with friends at sunrise and helped the locals long past sunset. But you just keep coming back. At this spot, you got a pretty good idea what's lurking beneath the surface. But there's only one way to find out. Whether it's the one you write home about or the one that gets away, that feeling is what gets you hooked. That whether it's your first time or your 100th time, you never know what you're gonna catch until it's caught. Call of the Wild, the Angler.
I'm Clayton David Johnson, and I would say this here is my park. But from this day forward, well, that ain't quite true. As far as the eye can see, stream to sky, grove to gully, this ain't mine no longer. It's ours. Ours to explore, ours to cherish, and most importantly, ours to take responsibility for. Because if we don't, not a soul will. Take your time to drink it in and get used to life here. The hot springs or mountain lake are great goals. But you call the shots, go where you'd like. Your equipment will take more than a little mastery. But if it's easy, it ain't worth doing. And you'll thank your lucky stars you did in the end. It's true that sweet Mother Nature offered up this bountiful providence. But over the years, man has spat on it, ground it underfoot, siphoned off her plenty for ruin. It's been the job of us Johnsons to keep it together since 1872. And trust me, it ain't easy. Hell, I'm not even sure it's possible. But it's well worth it. What we have today is beautiful beyond compare. It's due to the collective efforts of every guest that I can welcome you. Golden Ridge Reserve.
Sophia Taylor from Taylor's Tackles here, and I hear you're in need of a little fishing refresher. Well, let me tell you, you've come to the right place. Although another right place to go would be Taylor's Tackles, right down at the Central Outpost. Can't miss it. Now, first things first, let's get you in position. Step up to the pier if you please. I see you've brought your own rod. You can't get anywhere if you don't take it out, so you do the honors. So, let's start off with a simple cast. Keep those shoulders and hips square for me. Reel it in. Take your time. Get used to it. Feels fantastic, right? Well, I'd like to see you do a few more. Let's say 2? Now we're fishing for real. I'd like to see a nice clean cast. Strike as soon as she bites and reel her in when she's tired. Congratulations! She's a beauty. The fish here aren't yours to keep, so even if you love her, you gotta let her go. Let's take a look around. Can you climb to the top of that lookout tower for me?
Golden Ridge Reserve. What's in the name, huh? Well, this one dates all the way back to the late 18th century. French trappers named the park Crête d'Or.
Hello! I can see you. Can you see me? Come find me. I'm down at the outpost.
This right here is my pride and joy. The Central Reserve Outpost. This ain't just any outpost. You'll find all the bells and whistles here, like Taylor's Tackles, a brand new shop run by my friend Sophia. Other than that, you'll be able to find notice boards, storage lockers, a boathouse, and a garage for easy access to transportation, plus a flagpole for yourself.
Nice to put a fish to a face. While you're here, can I interest you in a bargain? How about some bread? It's on the house. Now, you won't get far if you don't put your bait on your rod, so give it a go. If you've spent any time with old Clay, you've heard him talk about his son. One in, one out, that's the way of the world. Glad I can be here and not there. Laters!
Try setting your drag higher. Give setting your drag lower a go. let's try catching a fish with what you know about drag. Try not to let the fish gain too much line by keeping your tension high when you need to. Okay now, pump it. That's another beauty. You're a natural. And finally, it's been a pleasure, but Taylor's Tackles needs me. Go check in with the warden, and don't forget to drop by.
Well, well, I take it you got my message. Welcome to the reserve, buckaroo. First up, buckaroo, here's your bread. Oxeye daisies are the thorn in the side of sweet Mother Nature. Pale, mangy weeds. Can't miss them if you wanted to. Now for the butter. Engelmann's spruce beetle infestations. Horrible little creepy crawlies that'll rip a forest apart in a flash. And finally, bread and butter ain't squat to a big, sizzling hunk of meat. Personally, I reckon bones are useless without tasty flesh attached. But them tourists love a crusty stegosaurus, so keep a lookout. Don't go out of your way, but if you're fishing and you spot one, let me know. I tell you what, Buck. Never love something too much. I love the Chipotle cheese chips they sold down at the gift shop too much. I'd never go anywhere without them.
The float fishing guru from Taylor's Tackles is here to tell you what's what and who.
Today's special is everything. Everything here is so special, and you know where I am. That right there is a nasty hyacinth that'll put the whole park up the spout. Can
you find me many more, buckaroo? They say this park is haunted. And well, the only baloney I care to deal with is in a sandwich, if you know what I'm saying. However, if we're talking about the ghosts the logging industry left behind, well, I'd have to agree. There's the ghosts of men and women who lobbed down sweet Mother Nature's vital vitality for a toot or two. There's the ghosts of fir, juniper, and pine, took from us far, far too soon. Heck, the building itself is a ghost, once whirring with its own baleful life and energy. And look at it now, just an eerie shell where work once was. Although I'll have to ask you to stay out of there for safety reasons. Should probably remove this bit from the tape later on if I figure out how.
Now use all I've taught you to catch yourself a fish.
Later, American trappers rendered the French name in English as Golden Ridge Reserve. I quite like the old moniker, but hey, the new one's not too shabby.
Still sucking my nightmare and yours, the watermill. This ain't the same kind of corpulent blood guzzler you use for bait, though. This parasite slurps away at the very ground we stand on. Unlike its just as evil twin, the sawmill, this piece of work is allowed to keep working, which makes its work that much worse. I just hope this thing stops spinning before the world does. And if I'm around to see it, all the better.